Dyslexia is inherited. It is passed down through families. It's a learning disability where students, they're so smart. They have to be at least average intelligence, but most of the time they're way above it. But they have problems with the most simple things, the foundational things that we think of in reading. Phonemic awareness is what we call it, but it's like rhyming, substituting sounds, those kind of things. When a child has problems, or anyone has problems with those basic foundational issues, that's when we know we need to be looking for dyslexia. This last round of the grant that we got, we were able to use those funds to hire dyslexia therapists. That has been the best thing for our dyslexic students in our district.
The dyslexia grants are awarded through a competitive RFP process. The average grant is $45,000 per year, and the districts have the grant for 3 years. They can use the funds to hire a dyslexia therapist, purchase instructional materials and interventions, as well as provide professional development for their teachers and parents. In addition, the grant supports general education students. However, we do have English learners and special education students that participate in the program as well.
During dyslexia therapy, we have sequential activities that we do with the students in the multisensory explicit instruction. We do it through the discovery method. We address alphabet and dictionary skills, phonological awareness, reading fluency, spelling, cursive handwriting, reading and comprehension. So all of those things we address in our therapy sessions. The students I've seen after the dyslexia therapy and the continued therapy, I have seen their self-esteem improve, I've seen their confidence levels improve, they have been more engaged in the classroom. Many of the students that maybe were once discipline problems, they see that they can do what the other students are doing in the class, and they may no longer be the discipline problem. Their grades tend to improve. They're not as afraid of reading as some students, or even the spelling, because we've given them the necessary tools that they need.
We have 22 who are receiving dyslexia therapy. We have another 16 that receive Susan Barton training, and it's just a reading program that's one-on-one and extensive, and we've received that training through this grant as well.
After dyslexic therapy, he learned to read, and he started picking up chapter books first time. I cried. It's just emotional it's when you see a kid that can't read, and you wonder when that light's gonna go off, and it did at the end of 3rd grade that summer. He started picking up chapter books. He loves to read now, absolutely loves it. I think my child would be left behind without the accommodations, and I think he would be not as confident. I think he would be probably not be as social either with people, because he'd feel bad about himself, and now he feels good because he can do it, and he knows he's got somebody to help him.
The changes in our daughter after receiving dyslexia therapy are huge. She was late diagnosed in 8th or 9th grade, and we had seen struggles since she was probably 4 or 5. It heightened in 2nd grade, and even more problems in 4th grade. So to finally have a diagnosis and then to receive therapy in her 10th, 11th grade years made such a difference in her junior and senior year.
Before she had her accommodations, it was a struggle every night with homework. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, and finally just throwing your hands up and saying, you're not going to get it done. But after the accommodations, it has made a huge difference.
I took dyslexia therapy for 2 years, my sophomore and junior year of high school. I can do this, and I can still get the good grades if I keep putting in my effort and work, and my teachers work with me with accommodations.